Hello, and welcome to my new base design. And before we get into it, I just want to say thank you so much for 15 subscribers. Um, and yeah, it means a lot to me. So thank you so much. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before we begin the build, I just want to say that this base is 29 rockets directly to CC with 10 plus to loot. And through doors, it is 40 rockets to just TC with much more to all of the loot. One last thing before we get into the video. I just want to say that this base is very prototype-like. I just kind of decided to build this, and this is only version 1. I will expand on this and make it better throughout the weeks or months or whatever. But take this all with a grain of salt. You can customize this however you like. If you have any feedback, give it to me in the comments. And yeah, let's get on to the video. Okay, for the starter, what you're gonna need to do is place 4 triangles in making another bigger triangle, and on one side, the one side with only one triangle, place 2 raised foundations. This is what makes your bunker. Then, you're going to enclose this bottom part in like that, place 2 half walls, and break the bottom one like that. Then you can place roofs over top, go up to the raised foundations, and what you're going to do is you're going to place half walls all around, like that, and then place a door frame here, double door frame here, double door frame there, and then wall off this area. Put some roofs on it. All of this can be stone, and that is your starter. You can put your double doors on here, just like this. For all of the placements in the starter, what you need to do is place a wood frame here, single door. This can stay twig if you want. Then you place your TC, having it fairly close to the front and pushing it all the way to the right. Just like this. You can also, for now, place a single door in front of your TC to add a bit more protection, like that. You can place a half wall here like this. This is used to line up your bag. You can line it up, pushing it all the way to the left. There we go. Then you can break this now. And then you'll be able to put a large rail here or a large box. And for now, you can place 2 large barrels. But yeah, that is your starter. Now, moving on to stage 2 of the build. What you want to do is go out your front door, or soon to be front door, and add 2 layers of honeycomb, making sure the foundations are on the very bottom and not raised halfway up. You can build your 1 layer of honeycomb and upgrade that all to stone. Then you can expand your doorway out by 1 by placing a door frame here into this little honeycomb crevice and a wall there, and then closing it off with ceiling. You can then place another double door onto this area here, just like that. By this point, if you still haven't found a ladder or are not able to craft one, what you can do is place honeycomb like this on this one, on this raised foundation, and leave this one still unprotected. Once you do have a ladder though, what you can do is put honeycomb on this. You can put honeycomb on both of them, protecting the soft side of the foundation, and then place your ladder all the way as far left as you can go, just like that. Now you can get out and into your core. Then what you need to do is go onto your back door of the base and place a wall here, 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 cover the whole thing in, and then place 2 half-height floors, and then delete the bottom underneath there. You can upgrade this all to stone. Then you can place a single doorway up here, like that, and a double doorway down there, and a directly above it like that. You can then close off this doorway and place a roof on the middle one. Place a ceiling on the middle spot right there. Then to finally finish this off, you can place full walls like this, a half wall here, and then close it off with a triangle, just like that. Then all of this can be upgraded to stone. For this door frame, make sure the hard side is facing outwards. You can then add some honeycomb around your TC, and if you have enough materials, around your full TC room. Just one high layer of honeycomb like this, and you can upgrade it to stone. And there we go. There is your finished second stage of the base. Now, moving on to stage 3 of the base, first thing you want to do is upgrade your core. By this point, you should have enough materials to upgrade everything to sheet metal, just like this. Everything here should be sheet metal, including these 3 foundations outside. And if you have the materials, you can upgrade at least the roof to armor. Eventually, all of this except for the door frame here will be armored. So if you have the material, upgrade all of the walls and keep the foundations, keep the lowered foundations as metal, raised foundations, and all the walls upgraded to armored. Now that your second floor is closed off, you can take 4 barrels and place them along the walls like this, and 2 small boxes on the sides here to create your 4-box loot room. Or if you don't have the 4 barrels, you can place normal large boxes along the side here. You can get 2 boxes in there with 3 small boxes like that. So of course, DLC does really help. But if you don't have DLC, you can still get a decent amount of loot in here. Then you can turn over to this corner here and place, for now, 3 furnaces into this triangle. Later, this will become a spot for your electrical furnaces and also act as honeycomb as well. Then, on this side, you can place your workbench, which should be a tier 1, and eventually tier 2, and then eventually tier 3. This is where your workbench will stay. Then, you can come up to your peak here and take your sleeping bag, place it somewhere in the triangle, just like that, and then take some drop boxes once you have the chance and place them along these 2 walls like this and like this. These can store kits for this peak, so you can spawn in, grab the kit, and peek out like this. For the first thing you want to do is you want to upgrade where you see the high foundation here. You want to upgrade the outside half wall to metal as well on both sides, and then you can upgrade this wall next to it and on the other side as well, upgrade those to metal too. Then we can put our next level of honeycomb just like that, and you can upgrade it to stone, and then repeat the exact same thing on the other side. There we go. Then what we want to do is raise all the other layers of honeycomb up by 1. like this and upgrade them all to stone. You can upgrade at least this first layer of honeycomb to metal if you have the materials. If you don't, you can wait till you have them. Then you want to upgrade these two honeycombs to metal, like this, and then make another honeycomb, completing that side, like that. Then you can build this honeycomb up by one, upgrade it to stone, and expand your doorway, another door, just like that. Boom. Then to finish off this stage, you can expand this top floor outwards, filling in all of this, and then closing off this side, leaving this one open for your jump up, just like that. This area will be used for your 2 batteries, but we don't have those yet, so we can go up and then just seal off this jump up with a normal triangle with the door, just like that. Then all of this can be upgraded to stone. You can also add a doorway down here, which will eventually have a garage door, but we don't have that right now. This slot will also have a garage door, but you can place a double door here, just like that. By this point, you should have enough metal to upgrade all of these inner workings and the second floor interior to honeycomb, or to metal, like this, including the roof, which will eventually become armored, this roof here. And there we go, that is stage 3 fully done. Now moving on to stage 4. For stage 4, we're going to be completely working on the honeycomb and the front door. We're not going to do anything with the roof just yet. So, we're going to start by taking all of the first layer honeycomb, which means you go out from one of the walls inside. This is the first layer honeycomb. We're going to take that and upgrade it all to metal, just like that. You can do this in increments stages if you don't have the metal on hand immediately, but this is the end goal, with all of the first layer honeycomb upgraded to metal. This also includes upgrading this first layer honeycomb to the raised foundation to metal on both sides. Now we can add a second layer of honeycomb around all of the outside, just like this. This is what the footprint should look like. If we go above here, as you can see, we have all of the triangles lined around there of the second layer honeycomb. Then you can place it up to one layer, including placing honeycomb on top of this lowered honeycomb right there on both sides. And then you can upgrade all of this honeycomb to stone. There we go. Now that it's all upgraded to stone, we can move on to finishing up the front door. So what you're going to do is place 3 foundations like this, and then have 2 walls going up, putting a roof on top of that, having a door here with a window there, placing 2 roofs over that, and another wall to close it off. Then you can upgrade all of this to stone. Then you can place your jump up inside here with a wall frame just like that. And finally, to finish off the door, you can go outside and make a half height floor like that, upgrade to stone, and then remove the buildup outside. And there you go, that is the front door part finished. You can add a double door here, a window here, and then add a garage door here with a shotgun trap underneath. And then, if you have electrical furnaces by this time, you can remove them from here, move them to this triangle here, just like this, and then take electrical furnaces when you have them, and go back to the core here, place a half height floor, upgrade that to stone. Then place your 6 electrical furnaces. It's best in an orientation where you can place storage adapters on them so you can make them automated, but for this tutorial I'm just going to be placing them down. Just like that. Then you place a window and upgrade it to metal eventually, or stone if you don't have the metal. Then you can place a window on the front when you don't need to use them. Now you can place a locker next to your TC, like that. And then you can place a barrel or a box with a small box up on this ledge. This will be your drop box. Just like that. Now, the metal upkeep can get quite taxing. So if you're playing as a solo and you really don't want to have to farm a ton of metal, you can keep this outside honeycomb, only having it at stone. I would recommend covering up all of the metal honeycomb, which we will do eventually, with another layer of stone honeycomb. But if you really don't want to farm all that metal to make this 2 layers of metal honeycomb like this, then you can keep it stone. It will lower the raid cost by 4 rockets, but it is a very big metal upkeep. So, yeah. Once you have your medium batteries, you can do the same thing you did with the electric furnaces. You can place your medium batteries, or you can make a shelf, upgrade it, place a battery on the bottom, battery on the top, and then place a window, and then put a window actually on it, just like that. And that is your battery compartment completed. And there we go. That is stage 4 completed. Now, to start off stage 5, what you first need to do is upgrade this whole triangle peak to metal. Like this. Then you can go out to the jump up and upgrade all of that to metal, plus this one roof right here. Just like that. That's all of the inside metal upgrading that we will do. So now we can move upwards to your roof. You can close it all off, like this, placing a door frame here, a jump up, like that, and then placing a door frame, and then closing off all floors like that, and finally, finishing up the jump up with another triangle double door frame, like that. Then you can upgrade all of this to stone. You can then place a double door here, delete this door, and place a garage door, and then double door like that. For fleshing out your bedroom, what you can do is have a locker on the very back wall there, a bed as close as you can make it, like that. Then you can have a frame here, which will be filled with a garage door. Then you can have a vertical box there, and a small box, just like that. And there you go, that is your bedroom completed. As you get enough materials for garage doors, every door in the base except for the door to your roof, the door to your bedroom, the front door, and of course the single door here should be upgraded to garage doors. Now we need to upgrade some outside honeycomb to metal, which includes this here, this whole trapezoid, just like that, and then this one over here. Should look something like this. Then we want to cover all of that metal in stone honeycomb. It should look like this, and this one ceiling right here should be left open. There should be no honeycomb on top of it. Then, once all of it is built, you can upgrade all of it to stone. There we go. Now that is your completed honeycomb. For all the shotgun traps you'll need throughout the base, you can have one right next to the front door, facing out towards it. The second one goes right next to the TC, facing towards your front door. The third one goes right next to the furnaces, facing towards your jump up. And the last one goes underneath the jump up next to your batteries, facing towards your jump down. Just like that. Now we can move on to making the roof. One thing I want to say before we start this roof is that the design that I did over here, this is very, very experimental. I didn't put too much thought into this roof, and you can customize this roof however you like. Whatever peaks you like to use, you can use them. Now, to build the roof that I built, what you need to do is go 2 floors out this way with a floor frame there. Then you need to go a floor, frame, floor, frame, and frame. Just like that. This is how it should look. Then, after you've upgraded it all to stone, now, to build up the roof, what you can do is place your roof, triangle roof like that. Then you can place 2 half walls and a window. You can break the bottom half wall and replace it with a low wall. And then place a roof triangle over this window like this. All of it can, of course, be upgraded to stone. And then you can place a small box here, and then a normal window like that, and a horizontal embrasure on this window here. Then moving along, you can place a window, half wall, window like that, and a roof triangle facing away from what we just built. Upgrade it all to stone, and place a vertical embrasure on this lower window and a normal window on this upper window, like that. Then you can go with 2 half walls and a floor. This will be the spot for one of your turrets. Place 2 windows and upgrade them to stone, and then place vertical embrasures on them, just like that. Now, to finish off the roof, you can place roof triangles on the outsides, like so, and then place single door frames on the inside parts. Upgrade it all to stone, and then place single doors facing outwards into the door frames, like that. Finally, the 2 last things you can do is place a turret over in this corner, which will cover the rest of the roof, and then your engineering workbench can go on top of this jump up, just like that. And that is your full roof completed. Now, to finish off the base, we can get started on the externals. So to build the externals, you go over to these 2 parts of the honeycomb that look like they have a triangle cut out. There's one here next to the door, and then one on the other side, right here. So go to each of those and build a triangle foundation, and then 6 squares out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then build 2 triangles like that. Now what you can do is get rid of this one and this one, creating this gap, and upgrade this one to stone, this one to metal, 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 stone, stone, and metal. Then you can place 3 walls here with an extra 2. Finish off the roof there, and then place double door, and a window, like that. Where the TC is going to go can be upgraded to metal, like this, and then the rest stone. There we go. Then you can place your TC in here and block it off with a window. And if you're a duo, you can have 2 beds in the square and a locker right here. And if you're solo, you can have a bed and a locker, like that. Then, on the outside, you can place a double door, and on the inside, you can place a garage door. Then, moving back on over closer to the base, wherever this stone square foundation is, you build 2 triangle foundations off of it, place 2 windows on each side, cover the roof with its necessary ceilings, then place 2 door frames and 2 roofs. Then you can upgrade everything to stone. Finally, you can place your embrasures here and your 2 double doors facing inwards here, just like that. That is your gatehouse done. Then what you need to do is copy what we just did here onto the other side. So it should look like this, with your first one here, and then just copy pasted onto the other side, doing the exact same method that we did on the first one. Now we can move on to finishing up the compound. So what I found to work was you can do 5 high walls on the side with the door and 4 high walls on the side without the door. If you want, you can move this to 5 high walls and you can just kind of round it out a bit more. But I found that 4 works at keeping it close. Then you can put 3 barricades on each gatehouse. And to place these barricades, you have to place triangles like this. Placing those triangles allows you to place them across like this. Without them, it wouldn't be enough space to place them. See, not stable enough. For the order of placing them, what I like to do is place 1 in the middle, and then place the 2 on the sides, like that. Then, once you place them, you can get rid of all of the temporary triangles, like that. And then again, repeat it on the other side, and there you go. That is the full base completed. And there we go, that is everything to do with the base. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Also, if you have any suggestions on how to make my bases better, anything I'm doing wrong, how to make my videos better, if you have any suggestions, ideas, put them in the comments and I'll see if I can use them for the next videos. Without further ado, see ya!